The modern workplace, with its emphasis on agility and rapid turnaround, often throws curveballs at its denizens. One of the most common and stress inducing of these is the 11th hour task, a request from a boss or a colleague that arrives with a rapidly approaching deadline, often disrupting meticulously planned schedules and fueling a sense of urgency and sometimes panic. While occasional emergencies are understandable, a consistent influx of last minute requests can significantly impact productivity, morale, and even the well being of employees. Understanding the root causes of this phenomenon and developing effective strategies to manage it are crucial for both individual success and a healthy work environment. The problem of 11th hour tasks is multifaceted. Sometimes it genuinely stems from unforeseen circumstances, a sudden client request, a critical bug fix, or an unexpected shift in priorities from higher management. In such scenarios, a degree of flexibility and willingness to adapt is essential. However, more often than not, the issue lies in poor planning, ineffective communication, or a lack of foresight on the part of the requester. Deadlines might have been underestimated. Information might have been delayed in its dissemination, or perhaps the task itself was simply procrastinated upon. Regardless of the origin, the recipient is left scrambling to accommodate the new demand, often at the expense of their existing workload and personal time. The impact of constant 11th hour tasks can be significant. At an individual level, it leads to increased stress and anxiety. The pressure to deliver under tight deadlines can be overwhelming, leading to burnout as well as decreased job satisfaction. It forces employees to work under suboptimal conditions, potentially compromising the quality of their work. Furthermore, it disrupts personal schedules, making it difficult to maintain a healthy work life balance. The constant feeling of being reactive rather than proactive can erode a sense of control and lead to frustration as well as resentment. For the team as well as the organization as a whole, a culture of last minute requests can be equally damaging. It can lead to a chaotic and inefficient workflow, hindering overall productivity. It can foster an environment of blame and mistrust, as colleagues might suspect each other of passing on their responsibilities at the last minute. Moreover, it can negatively impact team morale as employees feel constantly under pressure as well as feel undervalued. In the long run, this can contribute to higher employee turnover and a less innovative and collaborative work environment. This can prove detrimental to the organization as well as its culture. Despite the challenges posed by 11th hour tasks, there are several effective strategies that individuals can adopt to manage them and mitigate their negative impact. The first and most crucial step is assessment. Upon receiving a last minute request, it's vital to clarify the exact requirements, the rationale behind the urgency, as well as the consequences of not meeting the deadline. Asking pertinent questions can help determine the true priority as well as urgency of the task. Once the task is understood, prioritization becomes the key. Evaluate your existing workload as well as deadlines. Determine which tasks can be temporarily put on hold or rescheduled. Communicate clearly with your manager as well as colleagues about potential conflicts and negotiate for adjusted deadlines in case necessary. It is important to be assertive and advocate for your existing commitments while demonstrating a willingness to help. Effective communication is another vital tool. In case you foresee any challenges in meeting the 11th hour deadline, communicate this proactively to the person who has come up to you with the request or the requester. Explain the constraints and potential impact on other tasks. Suggest alternative solutions or offer a realistic time frame for completion. Open and honest communication can help manage expectations and potentially lead to a more manageable solution. Time management techniques become even more critical when dealing with last minute tasks. Break down the task into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on the most critical aspects first. Utilize time blocking techniques to dedicate specific slots for the urgent task. Minimize distractions and focus on efficient execution. While responding to the immediate demand is important, it's equally crucial to reflect and learn from the experience. After completing an 11th hour task, take some time to analyze the situation. Was it a genuine emergency, or could it have been avoided with better planning? If it's a recurring pattern, consider discussing it with your manager to explore potential solutions at an organizational level. This is extremely important. Communication and building the channel of conveying would be necessary. This might involve implementing better project management processes, clear communication channels, or more realistic deadline setting. Finally, learning to manage stress and practice self-care is paramount. The constant pressure of last-minute tasks can take a toll on your well-being. Ensure you take breaks, stay hydrated, and prioritize sleep. Develop healthy coping mechanisms to deal with stress, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time on hobbies. Remember that your health and well-being are just as important as meeting deadlines. While a truly collaborative and well-planned workplace minimizes the occurrence of 11th hour tasks, they remain a reality for many. It is an inescapable reality. By understanding the underlying issues, developing effective communication and prioritization skills, as well as focusing on efficient execution and self-care, individuals can navigate these pressure cooker situations with greater resilience as well as minimize their negative impact. Ultimately, fostering a workplace culture that values proactive planning as well as realistic expectations is the most sustainable solution to the problem of last minute demands. Thank you very much for your time.